Hello, my name is Father Demetri. Today I'm going to talk about something that I found very interesting in my life. Today is October 6, 2020, and as I was reading some articles, I recognized and I realized that a famous guitarist named Eddie Van Halen had passed away today. And I took a step back for a second. I read it, I kind of read through the article, and I found myself with a sense of loss. I'd never known the guy. I'd never spent time with him. I'd never met him at a concert. I'd never even been to a Van Halen concert, but I know as a child growing up in the 80s, I remember definitely jumping off of people's decks, listening to the song Jump, and singing the song word for word, among other songs. And I remember Van Halen very vividly. Even today, when I hear a song of theirs, you can't help but sing it. And it made me happy. It made me happy to remember those songs. But today, when I heard about Eddie Van Halen's loss, one of the guys who began the band back in the 1970s, I felt a sense of loss. The guy had had such a passion for music, a passion for his guitar, that he had actually produced different patents, he had created different things, and he had left a mark in the music industry and in the world of so many of us, in the hearts of so many of us. And I asked myself the same question: do I have a passion for something like he did? And as a priest, as somebody that calls myself Father Demetri, and other people call me Father Demetri, my passion, like Eddie Van Halen's passion, was the guitar and his music, that he did something for the world. So is my passion that I have for Christ, will I leave something for the world? I don't really care if I'm ever remembered. I don't really care if there is my name, on a wall or anything like that. But I ask myself, have I done everything in my power? Have I searched for that great pearl and sold everything I have to attain it? Have I looked diligently for that holiness, that peace, that love that only God can share? Have I looked for it so that way I in turn can share it with the world? As a priest, I serve and I try my best to preach. I try my best to be a good husband, a good father, a good dad. I do my best to be a good son. I try my best to be a good friend and brother. And I try my best to glorify God and allow my little light to shine into the world. But I ask that question to myself: have I done everything? Have I searched diligently? Have I knocked? Have I sought? Have I turned over every stone that I can to learn about who God is? And that's the question only I can answer myself. But that's a question that during this 5 minutes, that I would like to pose to everybody else. That, what are you passionate about? And if you're listening to this, if you're a Christian, if you believe in God, do you have that passion? Do you have that burning desire to get to know God better? That burning desire to understand who He is, what He's done for you? And if so, what are you doing to share it with the world? Is it a passion, or is it a fleeting something or other that just comes and goes when things get rough? Is it something that you only pray to God when it gets hard? Or is it something that you can glorify God no matter what happens in life, no matter what befalls us, such as the last few months with the coronavirus and all the unrest and sickness and violence, that we can allow our light to shine, that we can allow Christ to be a beacon to the world, that we can be lighthouses for those who are in the storm, in the midst of the rain and the chaos, that we can call people to that peace, that grace, that love, that mercy that only God can give. So I pray that in my life that I can glorify God with all of my heart, that I can glorify God with everything that I do, and that I can diligently seek Him, and that I can be the best example I can be to an unbelieving world. So I pray that just finds you well. I pray that you're full of grace. I pray that you're going to be blessed. And I pray that you will remember to not lean on your own understanding and to seek God constantly in His knowledge and His wisdom. And remember that He is on the throne. May the Lord bless you and protect you.